driving a 94 Toyota Supra twin turbo automatic car that we're selling for a customer on consignment. This is a 2-owner car, 48,000 miles, all original, 100%, except it has a K&N air filter. That's just the element, that's not a whole system, so it's 100% original as far as that goes. You could always put a paper filter back in it if you're a purist or whatever. I believe this, what I've got over here is a police detection, that chirping you're hearing. Everything works in this car. It's an original paint car. We just had it professionally detailed, paint correction. All the scratches, anything, swirls are gone. The paint's actually really nice. It does have a handful of just small touch-ups that were professionally done. But as far as like scrapes, dents, anything like that, there's not any. It's a really solid car. The current owners, the second owner, he's owned it since, I want to say, the late 90s. When he bought it, it was really low miles. He's had a long time. He's just ready to move on to something different. And so we're going to represent it for him and tell you what we know about it. I'm not a super expert, not much of an expert at anything, but definitely not Supras. But I know they're rare, and I know they're bringing some big money. There's been some recent cars fetch $100,000. I don't think that's where this car will land, but a couple things. It's a Targa top car, so that is a pretty good option. The top's removable. It's an automatic car, so a lot of guys want a standard, but the automatic deal is good too. You can just get in it and go, especially in Dallas traffic where there's 14 billion people that have moved here. So it's kind of nice not to have to shift all the time. Here in a minute we'll do a little test pass. I'll be honest with you, I've never even driven one of these, so I don't know what it's all about. It does have twin turbos. Seems pretty tight. You know, it's got the normal, a little bit of creaks in the Targa top like any of these cars have. I mean, you gotta know this car's getting up there in age pretty good, but it's solid. I mean, the suspension feels good, brakes are good, steering's tight. Got a pretty nice piece. AC blows cold, heater, all the power windows work. Really nothing you can pick it for mechanically. Under the hood is exceptionally clean, all original, everything. It's kind of a time capsule. Look at that, all that chirping. Alright, so we're back live in action here. We're going to just do a little test pass with the twin turbos. There it goes. Not terrible. For a bone stock car from the 90s, back in the day, this thing would have really impressed the heck out of you. Nowadays it takes about 1,000 horsepower to impress me, but this one runs good. It pulls good on the big end. It's got the typical turbo lag. Once it builds up a little boost, it starts coming on pretty good. But you know, it is what it was, and is what it is. It's completely stock, so you're getting, you know, what you would have got in 1994. And you know, the handle's good. I'm gonna say the strut mounts are a little noisy. Like to be overly descriptive about anything we're selling, so more than likely just from age the rubber's hardened, so when you hit a big bump you can hear, you know, that more solid sound than if it had brand new rubber on it. It's not a hard replacement. The struts and all feel good. It's not a bouncy ride or anything, but you just do hear a little bit of that solid, typically strut mounts, if I had to guess, but not any kind of deal breaker. It's just, you know, the age of the car. How old is this thing? 25 years old now, so it's a safety only inspection in Texas. Not that matters. I mean, there's no check engine lights, everything's fully operational, but it is considered a classic, so that changes a few things for you. Financing is easy for anybody, really. You can do a JJ Best. The thing about these cars is they're really coming on. The new Supra's coming out. in a few months. A lot of the younger generation is getting into this car because this was the supercar of their era when they were in school. So now those guys got a little bit of money. They're starting to buy this stuff as a weekend car and an investment car because unlike an old hot rod with a carburetor, you don't have to work on this thing. You just get in and go. Keep it maintained. Don't put a ton of miles on it. It's going to steadily increase in value because these were pretty low production run cars. So, you know, I'm sure I'm missing something on the details again because I'm not a pro at the super crowd. But I mean, I'm sure somebody out there on the internet will be glad to tell me all about it as usual. But it's a good car, solid car. Dash didn't crack. Interior is exceptional. Chad will show you pictures of the seats. The leather's perfect. The carpet's great. No fade, no cracks, tears. It really doesn't even look aged or worn. So, you know, buying a good car, it's a nice piece. We're still hunting around on the price, trying to decide exactly where it's going to land. We may put new tires on it. We're not sure yet before it sells. They've got a little age to them, but they're still okay. So we will follow up with a price. And thanks for visiting with us on another video of Chad's videography services.